Hey everyone, thanks for checking into our latest TDR Cannabis in 5 presented by Dutchie. I am your host, Shad Dales, and an interesting take here today. We're going to touch down on cannabis and Hollywood, and one of the biggest voices in that world just sent a strong message about the future of hemp-derived THC drinks. Well, what do I mean by that? Well, actor, comedian, and cannabis entrepreneur Seth Rogen says the push to ban hemp THC beverages shows that someone is very threatened by this expanding market. You may have a point here. So that's a loaded statement because it's not just about hemp or drinks. It's about who controls the next chapter of cannabis consumer products and how powerful industries are trying to shape it. So in today's Cannabis in 5 presented by Dutchie, we're going to break down 3 things. 1, why hemp-derived THC drinks are suddenly such a flashpoint. 2, who's really behind the push to restrict them. And number 3, why Seth Rogen's comments could mark some attention towards Hollywood and mainstream America and how they see cannabis moving forward. So with that, let's get into it. All right, let's first begin. If you've been following the story, you already know that hemp-derived THC beverages, often called hemp seltzers or THC-infused drinks, they're everywhere right now. You can find them in grocery stores, bars, and boutique shops in states where traditional cannabis products remain illegal. The reason? Well, these drinks are made from hemp, not marijuana. Under the 2018 Farm Bill, hemp was legalized as long as it contains less than 0.3% THC by dry weight. But manufacturers found a loophole. They could extract that THC and infuse it into drinks, creating a mild psychoactive effect that's technically still legal. So that gray area has fueled an entire new sector. Consumers love them, startups are booming, and now lawmakers, along with major alcohol industry lobbyists, are starting to push back hard. So this is where Seth Rogen's comments then hit home. He told the Marijuana Moment that the only reason anyone would want these products banned is because someone is very threatened by how popular they are becoming. Let's face it, alcohol sales, they're torpedoing. So in other words, the growth of this category, it isn't just an innovation story, it is a power struggle. Because let's be honest here, cannabis and alcohol, they've been circling each other for years. But hemp THC beverages, they hit right at alcohol's core business. They like beer, they feel social, and they're marketed as a hangover-free alternative. And that, my friends, is the turning point, because now that puts them in direct competition with established beverage giants. So it's no secret that some alcohol trade groups are lobbying lawmakers to close hemp loopholes, arguing that the products confuse consumers or pose regulatory risks. But from outside that, it looks a lot like an effort to slow down a competing market before it gains too much traction. A lot of moving parts here. And Rogen didn't mince words about it either, calling it what he sees as hypocrisy and condescension towards adult consumers. He pointed out that many of these drinks are lower dose and far less harmful than what alcohol is. And I think a lot of people are waking up to that as well. He even described them as a really good entry-level weed product for people who are afraid of cannabis. And once he said that, that's where the real story might be in all this. For years, as we know, cannabis companies have struggled to reach mainstream audiences. These drinks, packaged like craft beverages, served casually and socially acceptable, could finally bridge that gap. They offer an approachable on-ramp for consumers who've avoided traditional cannabis products, helping to normalize them in a category in ways where smokes and vapes could. That's all changed now, because we all know, yes, people love flower, but the future of the cannabis industry very much lies in beverages as well. So finding great cannabis retail products just got a little bit easier. Speaking of that, visit business.dutchie.com today and discover trusted and local dispensaries, fast checkout, and delivery at your fingertips. Dutchie is your one-stop platform for legal cannabis made simple. If you want to learn more, like I said, visit business.dutchie.com. All right, so let's now zoom in on the politics in all this. The 2018 Farm Bill was never designed to create a national THC beverage market. It wasn't meant to legalize hemp farming, but because hemp is defined by its low THC content, not its extract potential, companies found a way to manufacture intoxicating products that technically stay within the letter of the law. So that loophole turned now into $1 billion industry almost overnight. So now Congress is revisiting that Farm Bill, and both sides, they're definitely lobbying hard. Hemp businesses want to keep their lane open, while the alcohol industry and some cannabis operators who favor tighter regulation, let's face it, they want it closed, and they have a point. Get rid of the bad actors. But don't ban hemp outright completely, because if new amendments do pass, hemp-derived THC drinks could face heavy restrictions or even a federal ban. So that's why Rogen's comments definitely matter. It's not just a celebrity commentary, it's a warning about how quickly innovation can shut down once it threatens established players. These baby boomer executives, they need brand new innovation, do they not? Because right now, it's not just about cannabis culture anymore, it's about mainstream consumer freedom. That is is the bottom line. So really, Hollywood's involvement in the cannabis conversation, it isn't new, but it's shifting. Stars like Rogen, Snoop Dogg, and others have moved beyond endorsement into serious entrepreneurship. Mike Tyson, another great example. Houseplant, which is Rogen's brand, it's become a design-driven lifestyle company showing that cannabis isn't a fringe topic anymore. So when someone like Seth Rogen speaks up about hemp drinks, it carries cultural weight. He's framing cannabis not as a counterculture product, but as part of his everyday life. That's it. So that's the narrative shift. Cannabis isn't underground anymore. And I think a lot of you that follow this know that. It's mainstream, it's profitable, and it's becoming a legitimate competitor to alcohol. So if alcohol wants to fight this, why not embrace it? Nothing stays the same forever. Because here's the bottom line. The fight over hemp THC beverages isn't just a loophole, it's a preview of how the cannabis industry will evolve over the next few years. The companies and industries that feel threatened by cannabis are trying to shape the rules before the market fully matures. And Seth Rogen's blunt take captures what many in the space already sense. If someone's trying to hard stop progress, it's probably because they see what's coming next. So whether you like it or not, it's coming. And really, whether Congress tightens the Farm Bill or not, the market momentum around hemp THC drinks, low-dose edibles, and cannabis-adjacent products, it isn't slowing down. Consumers want options, and innovation, it tends to find a way. And we are already well into the game on this. So that's it for our latest TDR Cannabis in 5 presented by Dutchie. Let us know in your comments below what you thought Seth Rogen's take was. I'm sure anybody that follows this space applauds his feedback and really backs up with everything he's saying. This is the future for the industry and really for a lot of consumer trends when it comes to socialization heading into 2026 and beyond. So again, leave your comments below. Love to get your feedback. As usual, make sure to like, subscribe, and smash on that bell for all notifications. Stay connected with us here at the TDR Cannabis in 5 presented by Dutchie. That's it for now, everybody. Great little take here this morning. We'll see you in the next one. In the meantime, enjoy your day. Thanks again for watching.